Hey everybody, good evening. Rose Thorne here. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I normally react to Chantal and her live streams, but I decided to go over to Nadar's channel and check out the comments section of his latest live stream called I Think I'm Not Single Anymore. Now, for those who are curious, no, I'm not reacting to his live stream. I'm not going to give him the view. And really, what's the point? He doesn't say anything interesting in any of his live streams. He just looks down at his phone and doesn't really interact with anybody. And the only time he talks is when he says, thanks for the super chat. So what's the point of reacting to the live stream? But what I want to do today is react to the comment section of his live stream because that's where the gold is. I really love the comment sections of videos because a lot of interesting stuff being said there. Before we get deep into that though, I would like to show you guys something that the Kiwi farmers basically posted on Kiwi Farms. So you guys remember that Chantal said, oh, she didn't go see Nadar? That she didn't go see him at all? Well, let me just pull this down right quick. Let me show this to you. This was what was posted on Kiwi Farm. So this is a screenshot of Chantal when she was driving and doing her live stream. And I tell you, the Kiwi farmers, man, they're scary. All they need is like a little piece of something. They can figure out a lot of things from that. So here she is driving back, doing her live stream. This was the live stream where everybody was throwing tomatoes at her and getting angry. And a lot of people unsubbed because they were not happy with her because it was pretty obvious where she was. But the Kiwi farmers, just based on a screenshot, just a screenshot, they figured out where she was. Okay, this is where she was, allegedly, right here, the start of the stream. This is where he lives, right about this area. Her luxury villa is all the way over here, okay, in the pet value too. So she started the stream here. She didn't start it at his house. She started it like right around here. And this is what I said in my React video. Her taking the long drive home. If she were at home or close to it, she wouldn't be taking the long drive. She did this on purpose, try to throw everybody off the track. But if you're at home or close to home, you're not all the way over here. You're all the way over here where all the stores and stuff are, you know, so you can go to the pet value and get the cat food and whatnot. But she was all the way over here. And somebody also pointed out something very important, that maybe the reason why she did the long drive home was she was avoiding the chat, avoiding talking to anybody. You know, she was taking the long drive to kind of cool everybody down, although it did not work. But there you go. There's Kiwi Farms, like being the detectives that they are and figuring out where the heck she was. Now, going back to his live stream, again, we're not reacting to it. I am not giving this man the views. I'm not reacting to his live streams at all. I want to go to the comments section. Before we get deep into that, let's pay attention to the title of this live stream. It says, I think I'm not single anymore. I think I'm not single anymore. Bro, you're what, 40 years old or close to being 40 and you don't know if you're single? You don't know. I'm single and I would know if I'm single or not, and you have no idea if you're single. This vague title is right out of Chantal's playbook, right out of her playbook. You know, giving the vague titles, the teasing titles. I think I'm not single anymore. This was done on purpose to get people's interest up and to click on the live stream to see if he was seeing Chantal or not, if he could confirm it or not. And he didn't. He really didn't. You know, I didn't watch the live stream, but I was reading the comments section. He really doesn't reveal who the heck he's seeing. But no matter if the person's name is Alicia or Debbie or Dee Dee or whoever, he's not saying I'm not single anymore. He's saying I think I'm not single anymore. This very tricky language. That's basically catfishing people and getting their interest up and gaslighting them and leading them on and just getting people interested in the stream so he gets more people in the room. But let's go to the comments section. Okay, what do the people say? Akasha says, people who never answer with a direct yes or no, but ask with a question back instead are lying. And that's what you always do, Nader. Yeah, I mean, he's learning from Chantal. He's learning how to do the YouTube game from Chantal. She's a master as far as gaslighting people and leading people on and giving the vague answers and, you know, floating between denial and confirming things, yet not confirming things. This is what she does. This is how she keeps the drama going on her own channel. and she's teaching him how to do it. I mean, they're both con artists, both of them. They both know how to scam people. He's scamming her out of money, and she's scamming him right back. They're both two peas in a pod. So he's learning from her how to do the YouTube game, and he's following right behind her. Jen says, if this were true, Chantal would be online sobbing and raging. I've said that. Didn't I say that? That if this whole thing were real, that if he were staying away from her, she would be sobbing, crying, going off. His channel would be history. His channel would be absolutely history. She would delete it so fast. We all know that she's vindictive and she's petty, and she won't hesitate to lash out in anger if somebody crosses her. So the fact that his channel is still up, that should be all the proof you guys need. They're not done with one another. Nola says, not single anymore. Whoever that woman is, I wish her luck and be sending her prayers. Whoever that woman is, if she were any kind of a woman, she'd be staying away from Nader. I mean, really, what does this guy bring to the table that makes him such a catch? You know, he doesn't really have any money. He makes it his business to live off of women and their means versus going out and making his own money. I don't see a single attractive thing about this man. Not his mannerisms, not his lifestyle, nothing. The only people that find him attractive are people like Chantal that are desperate for attention and can't find anybody else who will give it up for free. Bud says, when you look at intelligent, talented, successful men out in the world who support themselves, pay their own bills, work challenging jobs, date gorgeous women, and drive themselves where they need to go, and even drive their loved ones, do you feel like a complete loser playing these dumb games on the internet, playing games with an insecure woman and depending upon her to pay your way? You know, I think he's like Chantal. He has no sense of conscience. You know, he feels very entitled to her money, and she's very easy to, to give it up. You know, he's looking at it this way. Why am I going to go out and slave and work over a regular job when I can work this one person and I can make more off of her than I would if I worked, 9 to 5 every day, 6, 7 days a week? I mean, take the path of least resistance. Don't work harder, work smarter. And even though Chantal comes with her challenges and her obstacles and her craziness, he's still making more money than if he went to a job and had to deal with the difficulties of a job. So he's sticking with her. As long as she's making money, he's going to be right there to get his share. And as long as she's stupid and giving it up, he's not going to back away. Just Me says, Nader, no, I know like women who shave their head. Also Nader, but for a new stove, I like. Yeah, see, I've heard that he wants a new stove. And guess who's going to buy it for him? Who's got the money to buy him a new stove? Well, Chantal, of course, because I just can't see someone like Dee buying him a new stove. And honestly, I don't understand why he needs a new stove if he's going to be moving in a little bit to Montreal. What's he need a new stove for? Isn't that kind of like last minute? Isn't that kind of a waste of money? If your stove goes out or about to go out or broke, why go out and buy a new stove if you're going to move? Does that even make any sense? Just buy like a little, I don't even know what you call it. The name is, oh shoot. It's something that college kids use when they're in the dorms, it's something like a mini stove of sorts, like one burner. I forget what those things are called, but why not buy one of those if he needs something to cook on? No, he wants a whole new stove. So it kind of points in the direction he ain't moving, because would you buy a new stove and then move? I don't get that. And isn't he renting? Isn't he renting? Isn't it the landlord's responsibility to go out and get a new stove for the apartment? I don't know. I don't know what the agreement is. The Internet is Forever says, what kind of agreement did you and Chantal come to behind the scenes? Did she pay you a certain amount to say, I think I'm not single anymore, and pretend to have a new mystery woman when in reality it's Chantal? Did the others get a cut for their part in this recent episode? I'm going to go on record as saying this, and I've said it before in other reacts too. Y'all can go check them out. But I feel that for a long time, Chantal, she did everything herself. She relied on just herself to make the drama, make the money. But then she got smart and she realized, to keep the drama more interesting, I got to add new layers. And to do that, I got to bring in new people. So, she put the word out that she needed some new players and that she compensate them for their time. And certain people have been compensated for their role in all this drama. And I can't confirm who these people are and how much they got. But just think about anybody new that's entered into this drama. You know, they jump in for a minute, then they jump back out. I know that Nader's getting compensated for his role in all the drama. So what's to say that other people haven't been compensated too? And you just don't know. But Chantal knows that trying to do the drama by herself is not working anymore. Everybody's used to her. So go ahead and hire some new players to come on stage and play their bit role and then jump back out and jump back in when she pays them some more money. Yeah, I think that's going on all the way through. And let's see. Diane F says, I didn't know Chantal's wallet was named Amelia. I get, you know what? That wallet has any name that he wants it to have, as long as he's got access to it. He can call it Amelia, Dee Dee, whatever the crap he wants to call it. He's still getting money out of it. And this person, Amelia, just doesn't this seem weird? This person just jumping out of the woodwork. Who is Amelia? Who is this Amelia? He's had all this craziness going on with Chantal, and he's had time to talk to somebody else, and suddenly he's maybe or maybe not single. Yeah, tell us another lie, Nader. Tell us another lie, just like Chantal. Tell us another one. Michelle SP says, Chantal said in her 11-minute stream that she bought you groceries today. It's so manly when you can't even afford to buy food. Yeah, where's his money? And why is it her job to buy him food? Like I said in my earlier react video, he's a grown man. He can go get his own doggone food if he wants it. He was buying his own groceries and paying his own rent before Chantal entered. He can go back to that. He just don't want to. And honestly, Chantal doesn't want him to. She wants to keep him dependent on her because as long as she does that, you know, she's got a companion. Whether or not he hates her is irrelevant because he'll stick around either way. Quacky Chan says, if you are still sub to this man, you are no different than Chantal. Agreed. What are y'all supporting him for? What are y'all supporting him for? A lot of you are VIPs. You're from Chantal's channel. So you don't like how he's treating her, but you're going to sub to his channel. You're going to give him a view. You're going to send him some super chats. Make it make sense to me. You don't like him, but you'll come to his channel and fill up his chat room and give him money. Make that make sense to me. I don't like you, Nader, but I'll support you hurting Chantal and making her nuts. And when she goes on her channel, she goes crazy. We'll support that. We'll stand that all day. Y'all are weirdos. Clutch Kitty says, Chantal said she's a new person now that she's turned into Uncle Fester. So technically, Nader can claim he met someone new. Rent is due in a week or so he needs to claim her for now. Neither of them could find anybody else. Just be glad they linked up with each other, and it saves others from having to deal with their nastiness. He swore on his mother's life repeatedly he wouldn't go back to Baldy. That's like the lowest thing you could do. Sick. Yeah, it is pretty low. Swearing on your mother's life that you're not going to do something. I mean, you shouldn't make that swear unless you're going to be honest about it and keep up with it. But, you know, again, we're talking about a couple of liars. Lies come as easily to them as breathing in oxygen. Kelly Rainborn says, I guess we know for sure Chantal says she's taking a break and canceled the hotel room for tonight. If either one come live tonight and tomorrow, we will know they are together. It's the same thing that happens every time when they both go dark. It always comes out it was because they got back together. The cycles never lie. Nope, the cycles never lie. The cycles never lie. Y'all go back. And the last couple of months, always at the end of the month, there's some kind of really ridiculous drama that goes way over the top, and it goes on for 2 weeks straight, and then it kind of eases off on the first of the month because that's when the pay period is over. I mean, time to get hip to the game, y'all. Y'all are getting played over there. For views, super chats, money, all of it. This whole thing has just been one big scam game, one big shell game, and they're playing everybody. Y'all need to wake up, make a pot of woke coffee, drink the entire pot, and just get hip to all this stuff. You really do. Oscar Montenegro says, we heard Chantal's voice in the beginning of the live. You just set to private. You both deserve each other. Trash attracts trash. Oh, is she there? Was she on the phone or was she there? I couldn't tell. You know, I'm not going to go through all his lives to find out, but you heard Chantal's voice? Yeah, they're not done. They're not done. Isn't it something? She was supposed to do a 12-hour live today, but the moment he started his live, suddenly, you know, she can't take it today. She just can't take it. and she blew up and she got pissy and she had to go. Yeah, she can't leave him alone to do a live or be by himself. She's got to be right there. That giveaway that they're not finished talking to one another. She's got the money, he wants it, end of story. It ain't that says this was a great ploy to make people believe they are not together. She is taking Natter to the hotel as planned, and she will not take the cat to the vet, and she will not do the 12-hour stream. No, she won't. Out of a 12-hour stream, what we get, y'all? What we get today? 12 minutes. Less than 12 minutes. April Fools. That was her out of season April Fool's joke. I promised 12 hours. I'll give you less than 12 minutes. How about that? You guys happy with it? Are you satisfied? I gave you something. I threw you a scrap. Are you happy? That's her way of thinking. If I give them a little something, they should just be happy. They should just be happy that I blessed everybody with my presence, that I breathed in their direction. That's how much she takes everything for granted. She feels so entitled that at the 12-hour stream, she'll give less than 12 minutes. And let's see. Gemini says, Natter, you better start telling the truth. People are turning on each other in comments, calling people stupid. You and Baldy bring out the worst in people. Guys, just have fun in comments. If it's too frustrating for you, don't watch them. It's a circus for watching two clowns. Yep, you know what? I take that back. Everybody calls Chantal and Natter clowns, but when I think of clowns, I think of people who actually entertain other people. They're funny. They entertain people through laughter, through good energy. Chantal and Natter are not clowns. They don't make people laugh. They're not true entertainers. They don't have any talents. They're just a couple of lowlives who happen to go on YouTube, make channels, and stress everybody out and make money doing it. Kelly Reborn again says, he said he went out with a woman and that's going to work now. That's proof it's Chantal. You don't go out with a girl one time and say you think it's going to work. Chantal probably threatened him that he better say he's with someone or she won't pay for his stuff. Someone also saw them together at a gas station. She was buying cigarettes for him. I can't believe these two can just flat out lie to people's faces like that and have no remorse. It's pretty gross. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Somebody spotted them out. She was buying cigarettes. She bought cigarettes. She bought some orange soda. Don't have any picture proof of that. Maybe the Farms has it. I don't know. But I heard that more than a couple of times. So, you know, that's all alleged since there's no physical proof. But even if nobody saw them out in the wild getting cigarettes and soda, we all been known. They haven't stopped talking to each other. They won't leave each other alone. They won't leave each other alone. And you know what? I am done listening to Natter saying how much he hates Chantal, that she looks like an animal and she acts like an animal and she eats like an animal. I'm sick of hearing that. He says all these things about her, but yet he continues to see her. So if somebody is bitching like that about somebody, saying how much they hate them and yet they continue to see them, I'm sorry. You're inviting misery into your life and misery will be there and you got no one else to blame for that if it continues. No sympathy for you, Natter. If she makes your life a living hell, it's because you're letting her. You could always put a stop to it, get a job, make your money, and walk away. Amanda Louise says, I can't believe any woman aside from the poor sap Chantal knowing who you are on YouTube and wanting any kind of relationship with you. Yeah, I can't either. I don't get it. I don't get these women that get in his chat, chatting him up saying, come date me. Are you serious? You got a screw loose? Is your picnic basket missing a few sandwiches? Why do you want this man? Now, I know a lot of women, they troll Chantal flirting with Natter. They don't really mean it. They don't really want him. They just want to make her mad. But for those of you that you do mean it, my question to you is why? Why are you chasing after this dude? He ain't got nothing going on for himself. He don't even have a job. He's living off of a woman and her means. And this is the way he treats her. You think you're going to be any different? You're not. Let go of this. He's not worth chasing. Trust me. Let's see. Shell says he's too embarrassed to admit that he's in a relationship with Chantal. He probably wants Pete's out of her life and they fussed about it, which is why he kept ranting about Pete. Chantal is upset about Dee Dee, so they're arguing about it. It's plain to see. The whole situation is madness. It's madness. Madness. Pete has been her BFF for years. And he's in his room He's holed up like a hermit with his bronies and his comic books. He is not interested in Chantal in that way. That part of their relationship ended a long time ago. But here's Nadar over on the other side of the fence, messaging people, asking for nudes, talking to people in real time on his phone. And what he's doing is he's trying to use the whole, that person used to be your fiance, to throw back in her face to kind of equal out what he's doing, although there is no equal. Somebody that used to be in a relationship with you and that relationship has died down that way is nothing compared to chatting people up and asking for nudes on your phone, or rather on her phone, using her phone to do it, the phone that she bought him. You know, he's trying to justify what he's doing over there. But as far as him being in a relationship with Chantal, look, they're not boyfriend, girlfriend. They are just simply acquaintances. They're acquaintances. I don't care if he slept with her a million times. They are acquaintances. They are not friends to each other. They don't treat each other with respect and love as friends do. They are simply acquaintances. He is a paid companion, has been from the very beginning, always has been, always will be. Chantal does not want to accept that. She's in it to win it. She does not want egg on her face and to admit defeat, that she's being used. So to keep from swallowing her pride and admitting that she was a sucker, she's going to keep at Nadar just so she doesn't have to say, I lost. She doesn't want to lose this. She doesn't want to lose this game. She wants to win. So she's going to keep hanging on to Nadar, keep giving him money, because by doing that, she avoids that moment of saying, you all were right. I got used. I got played. I'm a player and I got played. And my pride can't deal with that right now, but that's the truth. She doesn't want that moment. So she avoids it by keeping the game going with Nadar. And this madness between them, it's just going to continue. It's just going to continue. It's not going to stop ever, ever. Nice Karen says, it's hilarious they concocted this to try to convince people they aren't together. Interesting how they both have been MIA and both showed up today 20 minutes apart. By the way, her drive home from his place is 20 minutes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, clock that ride, 20 minutes. Uh-huh. Yeah, she was over there. She was over there last night. She was. And then she went to go get him groceries, as if the man can't get his own food. Yeah. Yeah, things are back to the way they were. It's just that now she can't talk about him. Whenever they're back on, she can't talk about him. When she's mad at him, though, she'll go off on him in her live streams and trauma dump on anybody that will listen or anybody that's present. She ain't got no problem with that. But when they're good, then she shuts up. Let's see. Sadie Church says, this is heartbreaking, Nadar, that you are not being very truthful with your supporters. If you want Chantal, just say it. Don't make up lies like she does. It never ends good. Her blue bag was in her car backseat when she was at your house. Huh. Well, what was in the blue bag? What was in the blue bag? Let's see. Let's see. What? Gemini says, Foodie Beauty was asking for boob pics. I don't know why you think she's good and he's bad. They both lie. Some people want to believe them so bad because you're so invested in Chantal and him. No need to call them names. Most people who are calling people names here come from reaction channels. Doesn't make you a better person to be mean to others. I'm fully aware of the lies and games. Some aren't, but man, chill. You know what? If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. If somebody's an idiot, we're going to call them idiots. If somebody's stupid, we're going to call them stupid. We're going to call things by their right names here. You can't coddle Chantal. You can't coddle Nadar. You know what happens when you coddle scam artists? They just get worse. They scam you further because they think they've got you snowed over. They're both stupid. They're both stupid. And they're both con artists. They're scammers. Y'all need to wake up to that. You want to support Nadar? Hey, go for it. But understand what you're supporting. You're supporting someone who makes it his business to live off of other people, including women. He's scamming a woman out of her money. We don't know what goes on 100% behind the scenes. He might be telling her he loves her just to get that money out. I mean, they're both two peas in a pod. They're hurting each other. But y'all over there on his channel, come on now. You know what he is. You know what he is, and you're still over there supporting him. So shame on you for that. Purple Petal says, come on, Natter, stop the BS. With your looks, love doesn't come overnight with you. Yeah, you know what? If it does come overnight, he's no better than Chantal. What? He's going to pick the first woman he sees and fall madly in love? That sounds exactly like her. Her and her obsessive behavior. A says, they're intelligent. All the money they're making is amazing. Yeah, they're making bank right now. They're making mad bank with all this drama. But I will correct you on something, A. You don't have to be intelligent to scam people. You just got to know how to do it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You don't have to be super smart to know how to scam people. You just have to have experience doing it. And trust me, she's got mad experience that way. So does he. And there's just a couple of con artists that came together and said, you know what? We know how to scam people. We know how to lie to people. We know how to manipulate people and their feelings. Let's put our heads together and make some serious bank. And hey, it's working. It's working. Pete's El Shami says, weird to call Pete's a bum when the big butterball pays for your stuff too. Yeah, Natter, you can't call anybody a bum, sir. When you're over there living off of Chantal, you can't call anybody a bum. Pete's is in his room and he not working, living off Chantal. Shame on him for that. He needs to go out and make his own way. But look at you over there getting your stuff paid for. Are you any better? No. So you might want to have a seat and grab some popcorn and be quiet. Let's see. Evelyn Alt says he's in a relationship with Chantal's wallet. They will break up as soon as her wallet is empty. I've said that. The two words that will make him go away for certain is I'm broke. If she says I'm broke, I got demonetized, I can't give you any more money, he'd be gone in a hot second. And she knows it. She knows it. She can't even say, I've got other options. I've got other guys chasing after me because of all her guys are imaginary. Him, on the other hand, he keeps bringing people on camera and proving to her, look, I've got other places to go. I've got other people I can talk to. You better work hard to keep a hold of me because you're barely hanging on to me. You don't give me the money and the things I want, I'm out of here. You know, he's keeping the leverage over her that way. She's not showing anybody else that she can hook up with that's into her. So she's got no position of power. He's got it all that way. He could easily jump into another relationship or scam relationship. Her, not so much. Hence why she stays put. Hi, everyone says, you guys need to understand this is all fake. He's not dating anyone. They both planned this. They both came up with this title. So you guys see it and take all the heat off of her. Do not fall for it. Yeah, it's a game they're playing. It's a game they're playing with the audience, with each other. It's all a big game. They probably sit and laugh about how stupid people are and how much they buy into it. They probably sit and laugh about how they get people so pissed off that they send super chats because they're so angry. They want to get in their faces and scream and they can't. So they will actually pay money to vent their anger. It's incredible. The fact that people are actually paying them in a moment when they're super angry just because they want their point known, even though whatever you say to Chantal and Natter, they're not going to care. You can say the most vile, awful, hurtful thing to both of them. As long as they're getting your money, they don't care. Go ahead and say it. They'll spend your money later when it comes in through the YouTube, Google AdSense. D. Lee says they are making bank off these drama games, 25,000 bucks off of DV, drugs, infidelity. She stooped as low as to even shave her head. She wasn't out of her mind when she did that. She was laughing about it online. She needed support, attention, and views. He's sitting there whining for days trying to cry, barely forced a tear out. Anywho, May wasn't enough and was out of the game too quick, so they had to bring Dee Dee, someone willing to hang around a while and willing to stir up crap, which is why she was in her chat and asked if she would pick up Natter. This has all been a game, folks, and will continue. BBJ will be the next victim. She's even used Pete a couple of times, and he had tried to sit up on his own drama. His was fake too. When she first started all this right before Natter, she made the comment that she needed to do something drastic for views and for attention. She has ever since she met him. They are scamming together. That's why he keeps saying he doesn't lie. Some of y'all say it was a con. He is. Watching a video titled Foodie Beauty is Deranged. We can report her for spam inordinance leading from playing on our sympathy. We can also email her advertisements and tell them they are supporting drug use and DV. This needs to be stopped. See, the thing is, Foodie is cocky. She's bringing the drama to YouTube, but really, that's nothing that's going to get her channel canceled. That's why she's cocky and says, what are you going to do about it? What can you do about it? I've done all this stuff, but there's nothing that you guys can cancel me for. I'm untouchable. I've done the most awful things on YouTube. I've talked about the most awful topics, but there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. So just suck it up, Buttercup, and deal with it. As far as, let's see, the comment of BBJ will be the next victim. I'm just going to speak my thoughts here, and I hope y'all forgive me. I honestly feel that Chantal, she has no intention of taking BBJ to the vet to get her checked out. She is waiting for her to pass away on her own. Because if Chantal did take BBJ to the vet, and there's a whole list of health problems, which there very well may be, Chantal's not going to pay for that cat to get healthy. She'd rather keep the money in her pocket for more edibles. You know, if the vet looks at her and says, hey, there's all this stuff going on, you need to pay hundreds of dollars just to fix her, she's going to look at BBJ and say, well, this cat's like 19, 20 years old. What's the point? Listen, I don't like that thought. It's a hateful thought. It's an evil thought. I don't like it. It hurts my heart to think that way, but that's just the vibe that Chantal's giving off to me. I'm just stating my opinion here. I'm just stating my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong about that. I hope that Chantal surprises me for once and she takes the cat to the vet and the cat is checked out and everything's good. I hope this one time she proves me wrong. She proves everybody wrong. Just whatever she wants to do with her own body, her own house, fine. But take care of the cat. Or if you can't, give it to somebody else and let them do it. Please let them do it. Stop being a defiant toddler and just keeping the cat around just to piss people off. It's ridiculous. Blizzard says, for someone who wasn't mad that Chantal was out with Pete this morning, you sure seem pissed at him. You don't hide it very well. See, you know what? I'm going to say it. I think Chantal, Pete, and Nadar, they're all in it together. They're all in it together. This animosity between Pete and Nadar, I think it's all false. I do. Because why would those two men have a problem with each other? They don't even live in the same house. Let's think about the logic of this. Why would they have a problem with each other? The only reason they would have a problem with one another is because of Chantal's mouth. Because she said things to Nadar about Pete, and then she says things to Pete about Nadar. She is the only connecting point between those two men. Why else would they have a problem with each other? Why? If Nadar has a problem with Pete because he's living in the house in the villa and he's being supported by Chantal, well, he doesn't have much ground to stand on since he's also being supported by Chantal. And Chantal really isn't taking the steps to help either man become independent of her. She wants them dependent on her. That's how she keeps men around her, making them dependent on her because no good man worth anything would stick around for her crap. Any man with a job, any kind of life, any kind of morals would not be there for Chantal. So she picks people that are financially weak and she throws her money at them and they become dependent on her. And then Chantal says, gotcha, I got you now. Now you have to do what I say. And so Pete and Nadar, they're just helping her keep the scam going. They're just helping her and they're learning from her how to do the YouTube game. And let's see. Shanaz says, they're both so smug. I can't believe people fall for this garbage and lies. Yeah, people just keep falling for it. P.T. Barnum says, there's a sucker born every minute, and Chantal keeps finding them. And they keep signing up for the BIB membership. P.T. Barnum would be proud. Flora says, she made you say you think you got a girlfriend. She raised that 2K to 4K. Hilarious. P.S. She's cursing you. She's going to send a fire curse to you like she's been trying to send a reaction channel. What? What's this? What kind of a curse? What? Is Chantal into magic now? Nah. Nah, she can't do that. She doesn't know enough about witchcraft or Wicca or voodoo or Santeria or anything to send a curse. Her whole life is a curse. How is she going to send a curse when her whole life is cursed? It ain't going to work. Stay away from the magic, Chantal. You ain't got the energy or the focus for it, okay? Let's see. Elizabeth says, new shirt too. In Chantal's wallet once again. She's buying your love and you let her because you're a user. Well, he's an opportunist. She's low-hanging fruit. She's got the money. He knows if he don't pick the fruit, somebody else will. Let's see. Kay Malone says, funny how you guys start dating again every time you go to a hotel. You know, I don't think they're dating. Just because they're going to a hotel does not mean they're dating. That's just not her saying, okay, she wants to pay for a hotel. She wants to hang out in another location and pay for the food and we can go out and have a nice dinner. I'm on board. It's a free trip for me. Freebies all day. Let her pay for it. That's what he's thinking. He's not thinking about love. He's thinking about nice hotel room. We're going to go to dinner. She's going to pay for that. Going to buy me some new clothes. She's already bought me some groceries. And I can smooth talk her. She'll buy me a new stove. It's all about, he's going to get more out of it than she will. But he's going to use the opportunity to work it with her. Oh, here we go. Love this comment. Anna Fernald says, Nader is not a man, period. Men support themselves, period. Nader is nothing close to a man. Yeah, he calls himself a real man, right? I'm a real man. Look at my body. You know what, Nader? If you were a real man, you would be living off a woman. The fact that you are says you're not a real man, sir. Haven't been one for a while. D. Lee says, so I guess it's this time they're throwing a new broad into the game now, or just an imaginary broad. That's exactly what's taking place. Yeah, we'll know. We'll know soon. If this person's imaginary or she's real, if she's a paid-on player, we're going to see her face eventually. Chantal will probably throw some money at her, and she'll make an appearance. There's going to be some more drama. She's going to allegedly lose her mind, and then back on the merry-go-round we go. Y'all need to wake up. This is how the game is being played right now. Big players are going to come on. They get compensated, and they come on, add their layer, then they disappear for a while, and they come back on when things start to get boring. Yeah, we know. We know. Let's see. Katie says, I started to believe him until he said that she recognized him from YouTube when she saw him. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah, like he's a public figure like Chantal. He's just going to go to the grocery store and people are just going to just recognize him right off. Oh, my God, are you Nader El-Shami from YouTube? Can I have your autograph? Nah, that's not happening. It's not happening. No, it ain't. Ooh, what's this? TQ says, it is said that on the internet that your brother pretends he's not related to you. Is that true? If so, your whole family must be very ashamed of you. You know, because of Chantal and her bringing Nader on the internet and doxing the crap out of him, I'm sure his family, they've had to deal with being doxed as well. And I feel bad for them. I don't know them. We only see and know of Nader. They could be completely different people. But if that is the case, if brothers are pretending to not know him, it might be because they want their privacy. And it's not fair for his family to be dragged to the mud just because he got involved with Chantal, you know? So maybe they're just trying to protect their privacy over there. Let's see. Let's see. What is this? Chantal's Bean. Chantal's Bean says, they got engaged last night, are going to get married. It's all in the script. Oh, Lord. Oh, please say not that. Oh, God. I don't have enough aspirin in the world for these two. I need to stock up on some bear aspirin. It's gonna get nasty. I already know. Oh God. Lisa Courier says, why is Booty saying she spent the night at your house and bought you groceries again? You know why she's saying it? Because she got caught. She was denying it until the proof was thrown in her face, until Kiwi Farms posted. They posted exactly where she was when she started the stream. And the fact that, she got on her own stream and said, well, he's got to eat right. So she confirmed that she bought him groceries. So other people basically outed her for where she was, and then she outed herself for buying him groceries. And what more do you need? What more proof do you need? If she's buying him groceries, she's seen him again. They're good. Let's see. Let's see. Sadie Church says, if you really had another girlfriend you were talking to, Chantal would not be able to keep her mouth shut. She shaved her head over Dee Dee. She will cut off a limb if you really had a new girlfriend. You know what? As far as Chantal shaving her head, let's keep it clear and let's make it real. All right. She cut her hair because she likes attention. And she knew that if she shaved her head, she would get attention. And I'm just gonna share my thought here. This is my opinion. Y'all can tell me what you think. I think because our Chantal has a very deep, extreme humiliation fetish. She's a masochist and she likes for someone to hurt her. But her being a masochist, a big part of that is her humiliation fetish. Think about it. What is something that is most humiliating to a woman? Shaving off your hair. And I'm not throwing shit at anybody who has shaved off their hair or had to shave off their hair. I'm just thinking, as a woman, the idea of shaving off your hair can make you feel vulnerable and it make you feel embarrassed. Well, Chantal, she's got a humiliation fetish. And so she can get off with that in that regard. But she could also get attention online and off with her head shaved. Because she goes out in public, people are going to be looking at her. People are going to be staring at her. But the live stream where she did, where she shaved her head, that was all for attention, sympathy, people thinking that, oh, she's turned over a new leaf. I mean, she really pulled one over on the stupid people. There were other things that play besides, oh, I've got some bald spots and it's time to shave my head. There were a lot of other things that play. Trust me, there were. She's masochist, deep, deep, deep humiliation fetish. She gets off on being humiliated and embarrassed. That's probably another reason why she likes Nadar so much is because he is a sadist. And there's nothing that a masochist loves more than a sadist because they help fulfill their fetishes like that. But there was a lot of different layers going on with her shaving her head. Okay. A lot of different layers there. A lot of people over there got fooled. Oh, she's shaving her head. She's turning it over a new leaf. Bullshit. She's staying the same. She was the same as she ever was. Shaving your head does not mean you're a whole different person. It just means you shaved off your hair. If she wanted to get rid of all the rotten inside of her, it would take more than just a pair of clippers. That's a fact. Gina Dodson says, I wonder why he's missing so many clothes out of his closet. Yeah, I wonder why. Where's all of his clothes at? Huh. Let's see. Crazy Kid says, an addict will do anything to get their fix. Hey, that could go both ways. I mean, if allegedly they're both addicts, we know she's got an addiction for attention, and she's addicted to him. She'll do anything to get her natter fix, including shave her head. Her shaving her head. Remember when she went over to his house and the cops were called and she was on the porch and he told her, now you should just go home and sit down and think about what you just did. The shaving of the head, it could be, I'm just speculating here, it could be part of her punishment for bringing the cops over there and bringing him trouble. I'm just saying. That could be a possibility. Just think about it. If you're someone and you're being submissive like that in that harmful way to another person and you do something really, really bad, then that sadist could say, well, you've got to do something really extreme to show me that you're sorry. And the shaving of the head could have been it. It could have been it. Let's see. All right. Oh, so I guess comments are being deleted. People are commenting on that. So I guess comments are being deleted all over the place. Well, that's all I want to read. I mean, I think this video is long enough. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm pretty certain Chantal will not be back on tonight. You know, Nader's back in the picture. He's back at home. So we know we're not going to see her for at least a couple of days. And then she'll come on all kinds of happy for a while, and then she's going to be crashing from the chemicals, and then she's going to be mean. We know the cycle. We know her. So hope you guys have enjoyed this react video to his comments, not his live. I'm never going to do a react to his live unless Chantal's in it. But hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.